I'm here at the Jesse A. Marcel UFO Library, just south of Helena, and it's here for the serious study of the UFO phenomenon because Montana has played a major role in this interesting subject. Montana has long been part of the UFO phenomenon, with sightings across the state. Some people are convinced UFOs are craft from another world.
I realized a long time ago that these are not our craft. They don't belong to human beings.
The Maelstrom Air Force Base in Great Falls is famous in UFO lore for a sighting in March of 1967 that allegedly resulted in the shutting down of nuclear warheads.
One of the guards saw a light in the sky, and later they saw a red light by one of the gates of the control center, and all of these missiles shut down.
Richard O'Connor of Helena was friends with Dr. Jesse A. Marcel, who is the son of Major Marcel, the man credited for finding the so-called crashed UFO wreckage near Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. The son said his father showed him pieces of the crash.
Getting to know Dr. Marcel as I did over quite a few years, I grew to understand that his story could not be false.
In 2012, O'Connor opened a library named for Dr. Marcel in Clancy, a year before he died. It carries books on the subject and offers a place for people to talk safely about UFOs.
Really, every town needs to have a place like this where people who have had these experiences can go, they can tell other people about it, they can discuss it without having to hold all that in all the time.
Logan, who grew up in the Highline area, said people there have been living with these strange phenomenon for so long, it's become commonplace.
Different ranches out there had cattle mutilations, but nobody, after a while, after, into the mid 80s, nobody really paid much attention to that. It just kind of was a part of life, and people would see things in the sky and really wouldn't mention it anymore. It was just the way it was up there.
Well, it's not known yet whether the government's going to admit these exist or not, but those in the UFO community are just glad that they're taking the subject seriously.
I think, there's probably some plans in place to bring out more information in the future. And I hope that we don't end up waiting another 75 years to hear, additional good vetted information about the phenomenon from people who know.
In Helena, John Emeigh, MTN News.